Hey everyone, come once again, and welcome back to, I would say, probably the last video of this year. Yeah, and I know I didn't do no. So sorry if I didn't know Christmas. Happy Christmas, everything though. But still, video though. But it's like I've been dealing with just a little bit of a cold here, a cough and all that stuff. So didn't really set me in the mood. Sad to say though. So, but hopefully it'll be better soon though. But nothing to worry about. But anyway, I just want to talk about, since for the last video of this year, I want to talk about the actors, as usual, of the the actors and the actresses who that we all have lost this year. We lost another good bunch of good actors and actresses this year. So I've got just moving on down the list. Not much in of actors that I personally don't know of. But one that one that is that I know of is Julian Sands. Julian Sands, and I know from starring in the movie Warlock, and I think also in the sequel too as well. And I also remember that he starred in Arachnophobia as the professor who went to Venezuela to get stumbled across these spiders, and then by the end, he was informed on this, and then when he went to the bar, supper's ready, come and get it, and he let himself get bit by the spider. I don't know why though, still, but Julian, sorry, Julian Sands though, Warlock I liked. I love Arachnophobia, and I think if I remember, he went missing, and then all of a sudden he did turn up dead eventually. I must have read that though, but it is sad though. 65 years old. Sad. Not much. Cindy Williams. In January 25th, and Julian Sands was dead in January 13th, and but January 25th. Cindy Williams, best known for playing Shirley from Happy, from which started in Happy Days, and then it's eventually the spin-off show of Lerner and Shirley. And then she also appeared in American Graffiti as well. Yep, yeah, Shirley, so from the show of Lerner and Shirley, which another one that my mom and dad remember from the show from back then. Of course, I remember because of Happy Days as well, too, But yeah, Cindy Williams passed away at the age of 75. February 1st, I know George P. Wilbur. I know that he's mostly a stuntman, whatever, a stuntman. Passed away at the age of 81. But I remember when he played Michael Myers from Halloween 4. I think he came back to play Michael Myers in Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Just a little brief on that. George P. Wilbur. One thing I didn't do a video on that one. But yeah, George P. Wilbur, known for playing Michael Myers from Halloween 4 and then Halloween 6, I think. Moving on. Stella Stevens, I remember her February 17th. Stella Stevens, I remember she starred in the original The Poseidon Adventure. One of my favorite disaster films, next to The Towering Inferno. Stella Stevens, though she was Ernest Borgnine's wife in the original Poseidon Adventure. Passed away at the age of 84. And then moving on into March 3rd, which I did this one already. Tom Sizemore, which an actor I did enjoy. I like Tom Sizemore. I mean, of course, the two films I remember from the most are starring in Saving Private Ryan, and of course one of my favorite creature feature films, The Relic. And when he was Detective Lieutenant Vincent D'Augusta. With the Relic from director Peter Hyams into The Monster in the Museum, I always enjoyed that. I always loved that film. It's one of my favorite creature feature films. Tom Sizemore, he was a cop, and and along with Penelope Ann Miller, who worked at the museum. Really fun creature feature movie. Really fun movie. I really love that movie. Tom Sizemore, of course. So from all other films, I remember he was on Lockup with Sylvester Stallone. Of course, during the time of his life, pretty much the majority of his life he's dealing with with basically drug use. Sad to say. Yeah, sad to say. I guess eventually it got to him. So passed away at the age of 61. Sad. Once you stop, it's hard for you to stop doing stuff like that. And it's sad. Because I enjoy Tom Sizemore. But yeah, from Lock Up, among other films he starred in. But mostly the two films that are notable for him is Saving Private Ryan and The Relic. Yeah, so rest in peace to Tom Sizemore. Then of course, shortly in the course of March 17th, shortly before the John Wick 4 came out, LanceRck passed away at the age of 60. Lance Reddick, best known for playing Chiron, the concierge at the Continental from the John Wick movies, which I did see the fourth one. I won't get nothing into it until I eventually review it, though. But I know it was not the intention. It was not intentional when he passed away, though, shortly before its release. But Lance Reddick, I've seen him in other films as well. I know he had a small role in Jonah Hex, the awful DC film, but he was the guy who helped Jonah Hex make these weapons of his, like these crossbows shoot dynamite sticks. He was also in White House Down as one of the generals in White House Down. He had a small role, which I thought he was gonna have a bigger role in Godzilla vs. Kong, but I guess his role was reduced to a small role. Because I saw him only a couple scenes in that film, which that was disappointing, But Lance Reddick, he gained more noticeable when he plays Chiron, the concierge of the Continental, in the John Wick films. Sadly, we missed. It was an unexpected one. Just shortly before the fourth one's release. And I think we'll see him again for one last time when he starts in that spin-off of Ballerina, which is a spin-off that takes place between John Wick 3 and 4. It's about the one ballerina. In Ballerina when the one ballerina when John Wick first goes to the theater, Angelica Houston's watching the one ballerina doing her dance. That ballerina is going to be the star of that spin-off of Ballerina. So, but Lance Reddick, sadly been missed. It was another unexpected one. Rest in peace to him. Now it's moving to April. Michael Lerner, April 8th. Michael Lerner, I probably remember from starting in. I probably mostly know him from starting a couple films more when he was in Blank Check, that was a Disney film. And then, of course, I know of him from starring in the 1998 Godzilla film. He played Mayor Ebert, who was the nod to the critic Roger Ebert. But yeah, it's like. When most a lot of the sea was destroyed, when the first thing attacked Godzilla's like, "You caused more damage than that goddamn thing did. Here, take it easy. Have some candy." "No, I don't want any candy. Leave me alone." Yeah, Michael Lerner. I remember also he was also in Maniac Cop 2 as well with Robert Davi. But I remember him most was starring in Godzilla from Roland Emmerich, which is one of my personal favorites, which I still defend to this day. I will. I don't care about the criticism and all that, though. So yeah, Michael Lerner passed away at the age of 81. Yeah, April 27th, Jerry Springer. Yeah, from the Jerry Springer Show. Yeah, how remarkable that show was. That's people want to watch that show because they want to see all the people arguing and fighting each other. But that's what I remember the Jerry Springer Show from. Yeah, but Jerry Springer, age of 79. Moving to May. If you're hearing that noise, that's I have my fan going here. So that's what the noise you're hearing from. Yeah. Okay. May 18th. Yeah. Jim Brown. Football player, which my dad knew because he was a football player. He played for the Cleveland Browns, but he's been other films like from the original The Dirty Dozen, The Running Man. He was the one of the assassins named Fireball. He was also in Tim Burton's Mars Attacks. But I also remember when he voiced Butch Meathook from Small Soldiers. Butch Meathook, sniper, lethal from any distance, sir. Yeah, Jim Brown. Yeah, Butch Meathook. Age 87. Yeah, Jim Brown. Then May 24th, actress and singer Tina Turner. Yep, Tina Turner. But for films that she did star in, probably known from starring in Mad Max, the third Mad Max film, Beyond the Thunderdome. But of course, also her little cameo at the start of the movie of Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger. When the movie was started, she had a little small appearance, a cameo, you could say. But Tina Turner are also known for her singing, you know, "What's love got to do with it? What's love? This ain't them happy boys." Of course, also her song from when it playing in at the end of Brother Bear as well. Ooh, great spirit. Excuse me. Can't really sing because it's straining my throat here. Ooh, great spirits. Yeah, Tina Turner. Age of 83. Yep. Yeah, moving into June. Yep. Which was a very strange coincidence, you know, what I pointed out before. June 12th, yeah. Treat Williams, an actor. I think Treat Williams. I think he was an underrated actor. Passed away at the age of 71 from a motorcycle accident. When I started one of my personal favorites. Another also a very underrated creature feature film, as I mentioned before. You see that right there in the corner. Deep Rising. Yep. Very underrated creature feature film. A lot of fun. Easily my favorite role from Treat Williams. Of course, known he starred in the Substitute sequels and Dead Heat with Joe Piscopo and Vincent Price. And he also played James Franco's father in the film 127 Hours. Treat Williams, very underrated actor. And also, he was also a fun bad guy, and also The Phantom with Billy Zane. But I would say strange coincidence because during that time, I was watching. I can watch Deep Rising like 20 times in a row and not be bored with it because I'm having so much fun with that movie. But during that time, I was watching Deep Rising, and then, strange enough, I heard when he passed away, I was like, oh wow, that's a strange coincidence, you know. Very strange. I'm watching Deep Rising that I love with him in it, and then he passed away. I'm like, wow, this is very, very strange, you know. I always enjoy Treat Williams. May he rest in peace. Sad, you know. Like I said, the unexpected can happen, you know. Always enjoyed Treat Williams. Very underrated actor. And this one I did not expect to. I don't know if I did a video on him though, but yeah, June 29th. I don't remember if I did a video on him though. But June 29th, Alan Arkin. Yeah, Alan Arkin passed away at the age of 89. Like I said, I don't remember if I did a video on him. I don't. I must have somehow just blanked out and missed it, you know. Yeah, Alan Arkin, the actor going from decades back, you know, and no, of course I haven't seen some of the films back when he was younger though. But I remember starting the films in from the 90s, and of course up until this time, you know. I know he won the Oscar for starring in Little Miss Sunshine, and I know he had a small role starring in that horrendous Rob Reiner comedy film North. He was like the judge. He was starred in Tim Burton for quite a bit. I think he was in Edward Scissorhands from Tim Burton, and later he starred in Dumbo from 2019. But Alan Arkin, he's done a lot of series. He was also in Argo with Ben Affleck, film from Ben Affleck with him in it. A lot of other films he starred in. Alan Arkin. I don't know how somehow I missed him when he passed away. I don't recall if I did a video on him though. Yeah, Going in Style. That was the comedy heist film with him. We started with him with Morgan Freeman and Michael Caine. The In-Laws. The Russians Are Coming. One of the older ones. The Stand-Up Guys. That was one with Al Pacino and Christopher Walken. Yeah, Santa Claus 3. Yeah, and he was in Grudge Match with Sylvester Stallone and Robert De Niro, which I'm not a fan of. Yeah, but Alan Arkin, he starred in a lot of movies though. Yeah, so I don't know how I missed him. I don't. If I go back, see if I did a video because I don't remember. But yeah, so it was sad. I was like, oh wow, Alan Arkin passed away. Wow. But rest in peace to Alan Arkin. So now moving into July. Yep. Yeah. July 30th. Paul Rubens, aka Pee Wee. Yep. Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman himself passed away at the age of 70. Now, like I said, I didn't grow up watching a whole lot of Pee Wee Herman. I remember seeing Tim Burton's debut, with Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. I remember he started in Matilda. He was one of like the spies that were watching the house and Matilda's house, and Small World, the start of Batman Returns. He was the father of Oswald Cobblepot, where him and his wife, I still think it was Dan DeVito's wife, Dan DeVito's wife at the time, where they say what a monster their child is, and they go and dump his ass in the river. Yeah, Paul Rubens, he had a cameo in that. But like I said, I didn't grow up watching a whole lot of Pee Wee Herman. And of course, one of the famous things he did outside of acting, of course, the famous one of his famous arrests, what he did in that movie theater, Of course, that's one thing he's probably known for as well. But yeah, to me, Pee Wee Herman, the character, was not what I didn't grow up. Well, I was more into more of a Ernest P. Worrell, Jim Varney, as I mentioned before. But still, it was sad to know that Paul Rubens, because a lot of people liked Pee Wee Herman. A lot of people did. But it's sad though. So yeah, Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens. Then moving into August. Yep. Director William Freaken, the director of The Exorcist and The French Connection, Sorcerer, Blue. What was the other one that? There was another film he did. I forgot. I just left my mind now. William Freaken. Oh, The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro. I really enjoy that movie. Now, like I said before, I'm personally not big on the original The Exorcist, though, but I respect it, though, like I said. Even in the original, the French Connection as well, although I like Gene Hackman and Roy Scheider, I think I like the second film just a bit more. Sorcerer, with Roy Scheider. There was a film, was it Live and Die in L.A.? It was with William Peterson. And Willem Dafoe. I remember liking that movie. I think that was one I couldn't remember, yeah. But The Hunted, I think, is one of his better ones with Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro. Bug, that's the one with Michael Shannon, Ashley Judd. Not really a fan of that. But William Freaken, to me, hit or miss for me though. But I said I respect the original. I respect the original Exorcist, but I think I really enjoy what his best one to me is The Haunted. But I know that The Exorcist and The French Connection are regarded as classics, which I fully understand why they're classics. So yeah, director William Freaken. Which he passed away at the age of 87. Moving on. September. Singer Jimmy Buffett. Yep, September 1st, singer Jimmy Buffett, known for singing Margaritaville, passed away at the age of 76. Wasting away again at Margaritaville. Yeah. Jimmy Buffett. Not much there. In October 8th, Burt Young, best known for starring as Paulie from the Rocky movies. Of course, was also in Amityville 2, The Possession. Passed away at the age of 83. Yeah, that's what the people know him from as Paulie from the Rocky movies. And the next, I did these two back to back in one video. Two directors, Anthony Hickox and Jeff Burr. Anthony Hickox passed away at the age of 64. He's known for directing Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth, the Waxwork movies, which I enjoyed. Of course, he directed that disastrous Steven Seagal movie, Submerged. Which I don't think that's not entirely his fault. That's Steven Seagal's fault. Could have been a cool idea, but no, Steven Seagal is a too big. Basically fucked over director Anthony Hickox. It's too bad, you know. And the other director, Jeff Burr, age of 60, known for directing Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. He also directed The Stepfather Part 2. He also directed Pumpkinhead 2, or was it 2 or 3? I think he also directed some of the Puppet Master sequels as well, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, Jeff Burr and Anthony Hickox, a day apart. Yeah. So then moving on. No, Piper Laurie. October 14th. Piper Laurie, age 91. Probably known for starring as playing Carrie's crazy religious mother in Stephen King's Carrie. I also know her star from Robert Rodriguez's The Faculty as well. I'll star in also The Children of a Lesser God, but also I remember her starring in. A lot of people probably remember her from playing in Carrie as Carrie's crazy mother. And then, of course, and then this one, of course, October 15th, Suzanne Summers, which I talked about as well. Breast cancer, age of 76, known for playing Chrissy Snow from Three's Company, and also starring in the other great the sitcom show Step by Step. I always enjoy both those shows. She has a small role in American Graffiti as well. Yeah, Suzanne Summers. Sad though. Like I said, I already talked about the video about the whole thing about breast cancer and all that stuff though. Yep, Suzanne Summers. Yep, October 24th. Richard Roundtree, Shaft, from the TV series and the movies Shaft. I also know he was in the first Maniac Cop and Q the Winged Serpent as well. 81. Richard Roundtree. Then also an unexpected one, October 28th, Matthew Perry from Friends as well. Matthew Perry. which his whole death was kind of a complicated thing though. But I mean, they gave us a diagnosis, but I forgot what it was though. But yeah, Matthew Perry of Friends. It's too bad. November. This one I never did a video on. Josh Acklin. Yeah, Josh Acklin from the age of 95. Man, you know. I think I was older when the films I started watching, man, but he's much older when he passed away, you know. Josh Acklin, he was starring in the Mighty Ducks movies, but I also remember known from playing decent bad guys as well. He was the bad guy in Lethal Weapon 2, you know, like by the end, you know, diplomatic immunity, and Danny Glover, right in the head, just got revoked. Yeah, and he was also a bad guy, and also in Jean-Claude Van Damme's Nowhere to Run, as well. Yeah, small role, and also in the Hunt for Red October as well. But it was the Mighty Ducks, Nowhere to Run, the Hunt for Red October, and the other one, Lethal Weapon 2, is what I remember him for the most from, Josh Acklin. Yeah, I forgot about him, but I did never do a video because I forgot though. Yeah, Josh Acklin. Another one I never did a video on. November 27th, Frances Sternhagen. I probably know her for she starred in Stephen King's Misery. She was the sheriff's wife in that film. And she was also in Outland with Sean Connery, which I really did enjoy. Another film from director Peter Hyams. I enjoy Outland quite a lot actually. She was in that, and I also know she starred in Stephen King's The Mist as well. She was much older though, but she had a moment where in The Mist when they were in the pharmacy and one of the mutant spiders were hanging in. She had a little moment where she set a flammable can, and set on fire to burn one of them. That's one thing I remember her from as well. And she also goes and throws a can at the crazy lady, Mrs. Carmody, the crazy religious woman. She throws a can at her head. It's like, shut up, you miserable buzzard. Yeah, Frances Sternhagen. So I remember from also that from Stephen King's Misery, not from Misery, Outland, but The Mist as well. Age of 93 as well. Yeah. And then get into December. Yep, one also unexpected one. December 11th. Yep, Andre Brauer. When he was known for playing the police captain and from the hit comedy series Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the police captain. But in films, I remember his debut when he started in Glory, and then he was in Frequency with Jim Caviezel and Dennis Quaid. The 2006 remake of the Poseidon Adventure called Poseidon, he was the captain. He was also in Stephen King's The Mist as well, as the arrogant lawyer who would think this is not supernatural, so there's always a reasonable explanation for everything. That's how he passed away at the age of 61. Andre Brauer. Going down. No. Well, this is today. Wow. Damn. Yeah, so this one just happened. This one just happened today. Damn. Tom Wilkinson. Wow. What a way to end this one right here. Tom Wilkinson. He's a British actor. Yeah. Well, I know he. I don't know why I paused it, but I know he's a British actor. Passed away at the age of 75. He's been started a British other films. He was in The Ghost of the Darkness with Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas. I remember him from starring in also playing the bad guy known as Jun Tao from Rush Hour. That's one thing my brother always remembers him from playing Jun Tao. Of course, but when Jack Chan's like, Jun Tao! Jun Tao! Jun Tao! Yeah, Jun Tao from Rush Hour. He was also in the Full Monty. Yeah, I remember that film. He also played General Cornel Wallace. Cornel Wallace from The Patriot. With Mel Gibson from director Roland Emmerich. Yeah, the famous General Cornel Wallace. He was in The Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind with Jim Carrey, which I enjoyed that film. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. He was also in Batman Begins. Valkyrie. The later ones. He didn't get to do much until, like I said, looked like until 2021. But yeah, Tom Wilkinson, probably known I remember mostly from starring in The Patriots, General Cornel Wallace, and then mostly remember him from starring in Rush Hour from as Jun Tao. So yeah, Tom Wilkinson, age of 75. Yeah, so I went away and to end a year like that with Jun Tao, which I remember watching Rush Hour not that quite like over a month ago. Jeez. Well, my brother will be sad because that's what he remembers. Wherever film he sees him in, he just says, oh, he's Jun Tao from Rush Hour. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, so Jun Tao is now dead. So, yeah, but that was the one. That's unexpected one. That was just today, So, but anyway, yeah, that's all of the actors that passed away this year. So another good section of good actors and singers and directors. But you just never know, So just wondering I was wondering about next year, But anyway, yep. All these actors, everyone I mentioned, rest in peace to all of them. So, yep. So that's all so this year's Actors Memoriam. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you all next year, So, Happy New Year to everybody, and I'll see you all next year in 2024. Hopefully the next year will be better. Who knows? Later, once again, Happy New Year.